Question 1.25. We are asked to find out the absolute value and the phase of the following numbers. So the first one is I. So I can be written as 0 plus 1 times I. So the absolute value is going to be, it's just 1. The absolute value is 1. And the phase or the angle theta, what is it? So it's equal to R. So we know that R cos theta is equal to X and R sine theta is equal to Y. In this case, our Y is equal to 1. You can think of it as X plus IY, then Y is 1. That implies 1 equals R is also 1, so 1 times sine theta. So we know that sine theta is equals 1. That implies theta is 90 degrees. So that's the phase. Now, moving on to part B, 2 times e to the power I pi by 3. So this is of the form r times e to the power I theta, where r is the absolute value, which is 2 in this case, and theta is pi by 3 or 60 degrees. Now moving on to part C. In part C, we have minus 2 times e to the power I pi by 3. Now we know the magnitude, the absolute value cannot be negative 2, so I'm gonna write it as 2 times negative 1 times e to the power I pi by 3. Now, negative 1 could imply that the phase is 180 degrees, right? So let's assume the phase is 180 degrees or pi. Then what is the value of e to the power I pi? That's sine pi plus I cos pi. And sine pi is 0 and cos pi is negative 1 times I. So it's going to be negative I. And the absolute magnitude of this is going to be the absolute value of, this is going to be, we have 0 squared plus, it's going to be just 1. So the magnitude is 1 and the phase is 180 degrees, right? So I can write minus 1 to be equal to I pi. And so this can be written as 2 times e to the power I pi times e to the power I pi by 3. Now this can be so in this case, the absolute magnitude is 2 and the phase is 4 pi by 3. This is C, so moving on to D. It's 1 minus 2i. So the absolute value is going to be 1 squared plus negative 2 squared taken under root. It's just going to be root 5. That's the absolute value or the magnitude, and the phase. So tan theta is given by sine theta over cos theta. So I can write it as r sine theta over r cos theta, right? Where r is just a constant, and in this case, the absolute value. But we know r sine theta is y and r cos theta is x. And in our case, the value of y is negative 2 and the value of x is 1. So tan theta is negative 2. So theta is going to be tan inverse of negative 2, and that is your phase.